Introducing Keenan Marquise Prudencio Feel the Burn Podcast. We talking about getting that Lombardi. You gon' need at least 15 straight. We talking about getting that Heisman. Bust it up right, then I hit him with the fade. Who gon' be the number one conference? Big 12 or the Big 10? ACC or the Pac-12? Now the SEC still gon' hell. When it comes to the course, we don't cover no records. We talking about brackets and getting buckets. Who gon' give us the player of the year? Do you think it's gon' be another Cinderella story? Will we see a repeat? Who gon' come out the East? Who deserves MVP in the summer's more? You tuned in to the hottest sports podcast out. Sit back and enjoy. Always bringing you the hottest takes. Break it down so you can relate. From the preseason to the champs come, we cover everything in between. Got the airwaves on lock with the best analysts in the game. Feel the Burn Podcast on. Turn it up and let the show begin.
Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Behind the feel the burn. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Feel the Burn, the hottest sports podcast out. I am the man with the plan, the host who does the most. My name is Prudencio Logan, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts,
Marquise Seabrook
and Kanan the Don.
All right, fellas, let's jump right into the show. We're going to start with conference finals predictions. In the West, the Phoenix Suns are up 2-0 after a miraculous inbound alley-oop, game-winning alley-oop to DeAndre Ayton. And Paul George missing two late game free throws back to back that could have put the Clippers up 3, but it left them up 1, and it gave the leeway for that alley-oop. So, Keenan, I want to come to you first. Do the Clippers have a chance without Kawhi? He's out for game 3. Do they have a chance without Kawhi?
I don't want to count him out, but you know my thinking. It's hard to bet with you, to go with you if you ain't got your best player. I believe Kawhi would have won one of those games if he was there. Because Paul George is good, he's decent, but when it comes time to close, he's not a closer. He's not a closer at all. He disappears when it's time to close. So I think they'll get 2 games in, but without Kawhi, I can't see them beating the Suns right now.
Keith? You hear me?
I can't. No. Did you say something to me?
Yeah, I said something to you. I said
he was froze for the longest.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear Keenan?
I'm assuming you was asking about the series, right? Is this simple? With Chris Paul coming in game 3, I don't think that this is literally in favor of the Suns. The Clippers are going to have a hard time. You know, I know they did it between the other 2 opponents, but this is a way tougher matchup. You got a team that has better leadership, that is playing well together, and they seem to have a way better chemistry than the other 2. And they was able to win 2 games without really their floor general. They're getting him back, which is going to help them on scoring a little bit, better communication, and more importantly, without Kawhi Leonard, you're about to really see the impact of why you need your number 1. So, and the Suns is really going to be the Suns are going to more than likely win because they're just healthier.
Keenan, what do you think about Ayton?
Ayton is dominant, man. He got the potential of being the best big man in the league. What I'm saying so far in these playoffs, he can surpass Embiid, I believe. He plays more defense than Jokic to me. So Ayton. He looked like a Patrick Ewing. If you go back and watch Patrick Ewing back in the day, he looked like a Patrick Ewing. Ayton is going to be one of the best big men in the league in about 2 years. He will be the best big man in the league.
Keith, is Devin Booker a superstar?
I hate these terms, superstars and stars. It's either you're elite, or you're just good. I think Devin Booker is literally right there on being a superstar. When I think of superstar, I think a guy you literally build your team around. With Chris Paul coming, he's having a little better help with DeAndre Ayton. You add Jay Carter, et cetera, et cetera. But in terms of what I think of as a complete superstar, somebody that you build around, everybody can be good, but they are not superstar level. Devin Booker is maybe star level. I don't think he's at the level of superstardom yet.
So if the Suns win the championship, is he a superstar then? If he goes for 30 and a majority of the games, if he dominates, if he's efficient, do you give him that title?
If here's the difference. If just because he wins the title should not mean he gets the superstar title. We have to stop equating winning championships to superstardom. I do believe if he goes out in this series, dominates, continue, let's say he averages 28 to 30, 28 plus, right, in points per game, shooting efficiently, then I would have no problem saying, okay, you can build on him because he's played this way in the biggest of biggest moments. Then I would have no problem saying, Devin Booker has reached the point of superstardom. But if he goes and he's considered the second option in this run, then no, I will still say he's just a star.
Keenan, there was a take earlier that I heard from somewhere that said the Suns have a big three, and Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. Do you think the Suns have a big three?
I won't call it a big three. I mean, Ayton is just now stepping up into where he's supposed to be, and that's the credit to Chris Paul. Chris Paul is really making that team. To go back with what Keith was saying, I wouldn't call Devin Booker a superstar yet because of Chris. Without Chris Paul, you might say the Suns might not be in the position they're in right now. Not because of Devin Booker, it's because of Chris Paul. So they have a big two within Booker and Paul, but it's more Paul than anything to me right now.
I mean, he hasn't played in the first two games, and
the Clippers didn't have Kawhi though.
So it's Booker against Paul George.
They both the same. Yeah. I mean, they're still not superstars.
Wait. Here's a better question. Do you think Paul George is a superstar?
No.
Paul George is at their line. He always been at their line for me.
All right. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he's been at their line for me.
So if the Clippers lose, let's say they get, in a hypothetical, they get swept. Chris Paul comes back and they take care of business, they take care of business, go 4-0. Does Kawhi leave the Clippers?
I don't know. I really don't know because of the injury aspect. Does he leave because of the injury? Does he stay because he's saying, if I was healthy, we beat the Suns? So it's Kawhi. Don't no one know what Kawhi going to do but Kawhi Leonard. So it's hard to say.
I think if the shoe was on the foot and he was playing and Paul George was not playing, I think he might be like, you know what, I'm leaving. But it's his injury. You won the series previous. This was kind of your year to win it. It's going to be tougher, in my opinion, once everybody gets healthy. In terms of not even just, let's say, the Lakers, but Utah had injuries, Denver had injuries, Denver had, Murray didn't play. So it's going to be even a tougher route. So I think Kawhi's going to have to sit there and be like, do I see my team competing against the healthier West? Plus, now you're adding Phoenix. And we don't know what Dallas might do to add a piece with Luka. West is going to be pretty tough, honestly. I'm Kawhi. I don't think you can really, in terms of legacy, where were you going to go that isn't a similar move from you leaving Toronto to go to the Clippers? Because I don't see you going back east. There's not a team that you can say that if you add Kawhi to, outside of maybe Atlanta, that you can be like, okay, now you're back into the NBA Finals contender. Not playoff contender, but NBA Finals contender.
You say only Atlanta is a team you can see them going to be an NBA contender?
In terms of if free agency was to open up and Kawhi going to a team where he can say, with this roster, you add me to it, this team could potentially be an NBA Finals team. If you look at the East, if you add Kawhi to it, you're not going to get him. He's not going to go to Philly. He's not going to go to Milwaukee. You're not going back to Toronto. Were you thinking Miami?
Miami or Atlanta,
Miami and
maybe.
New.
I feel like him going to Miami is the equivalent of stay. You could have stayed with the Clippers.
Nah, Bam is a difference than what the Clippers have.
Yeah, and even if he goes to Miami, right? He's gonna the starting lineup would probably be what him, Jimmy Butler, and then you have Bam, right? I feel like if you stay with the Clippers, is your city still? You're still going to get the number one option. I don't think he's going to be able to go to Miami as an option in terms of how they prepare in a day in day out basis versus him can kind of have his way in LA versus him going down to Eric Spoelstra and having to deal. I want to say initially to deal with Jimmy Butler as if he's a bad person, but their work ethic in terms of him skipping or having back to back days, I feel will rub off incorrectly in that situation. So if
He's been playing back to back though.
I still don't think he wants, even if he's playing it now, I feel like that'll still be an issue in terms of turning it on and off.
Nah.
He'd be
Kawhi's always on, man. He's always on.
So if he, let's say for instance he does leave, who do you see him going to that isn't the same move of him staying in the Clippers?
If he stays in the West, there's only 3 options for me to go to. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go to either Dame. If Dame stay in Portland, if he goes to a team like Portland, they will win. In my eyes, I go to Kerry. If he go to a team like Golden State with a healthy Klay Thompson back, they will win.
You say if he goes to who?
Golden State with a healthy Klay.
Then if I'll be so let's say for instance he does go to Golden State. That to me is a worse legacy move than him just staying in the Clippers. Like when I say that, I mean we can't criticize KD from leaving OKC to go to the Warriors, and then him leaving a NBA Finals contender, going to the Warriors.
No, we criticize.
Wait, that brings back James Wiseman. That gets Wiseman, Klay Thompson back. If you're a top 3 guy, you don't go team up with the best point guard in the second best lockdown or the 2-way you want to say, whatever you want to call it.
LeBron did it. KD did it.
And that's the point I'm saying. And we criticize them for both of those moves.
We criticize.
We're gonna talk about it for a month and then it's gonna be whatever.
Part of doing that.
James Harden
criticize the Ram because the Ram lost to their team.
James Harden just bullied his way to Brooklyn.
Right. Like,
you know, and KD gets the most criticism because literally they were up and then they lost, and then he goes to the team that they lost to. That's why it was the most criticism.
But I'm saying this is people are ignoring the fact of why the Warriors are in the situation they are. They're literally at the point they are right now because of injuries. They would be in it. If Klay Thompson plays this season, I guarantee you they are not in the position that they are right now. So you are trying to finesse your way into a situation where saying, "Oh, they were an 8 seed," when they're really not. They're really not an 8 or a 9 seed team.
I mean, I'm answering your question. If he goes to Golden State, that's a championship.
I'm not disagreeing that it's a championship. In terms of legacy and like moves, like why would you do that?
Championship.
Hey, that's 1 week away.
Yeah. Y'all don't say nothing about LeBron. Y'all call him the GOAT.
It's a great week way because
the GOAT, right?
But I'm saying it's a weak way because Kawhi is considered for his second championship. He won the second championship no matter what anybody says. If Golden State is healthy, do you think Toronto wins that series? That whatchamacallit?
Yep.
No.
No.
You think Toronto would have beat Golden State if Golden State was healthy?
Yep.
Look, the name of the game, Jesus, pause him, he's frozen. The name of the game is, at this point, nobody is going to win by themselves.
Right.
So, whatever used to be, it's not that anymore, okay? James Harden and Kyrie and KD, they just went up there to Brooklyn. And Kawhi has to look around and be like, I got Paul George who does Paul George things. Maybe I don't want to have to do that. Maybe I don't want to have – if somebody offered you a way at work to have an easier job by making the same amount of money, would you take it?
Comparing NBA last
No.
Would you
Would you take it?
Yes, I would take it. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Keenan,
there's a difference. When I go to work, it's not about legacy and something down. I'm not competing to be the best number one.
I don't care about that legacy BS.
Man,
he's not LeBron. He's not sitting here crying about the legacy.
I'm telling you right now.
Keys, you're a football coach.
Every time this happens, we say the same thing. You hear the same.
So is Brady legacy diminished?
The same argument. You're gonna be repeating the same arguments.
So is Brady legacy diminished?
You said who?
Brady.
No. Why would Brady's be whatchamacallit? He had 5 before he went. When
does legacy be?
Wait. You just said Tom Brady's legacy. No, because people did not view the Bucks as equivalent as the Patriots. No, they did not. No, they did not.
All they needed was a quarterback.
Keenan, there was not one person before Tom Brady got there that said, the Bucks are a top 5 team. You cannot
Brady went to the Bucks. Brady got Fournette.
He got Mike Evans. Yes, he had a great receiving core.
Then Gronk decided to come out of retirement when they already had a young, nice tight end. Man, come on! You telling me
there's no way possible.
I feel like it's not as bad because it's happened so often. So it's something that we would be accustomed to happening. This is like the 5th time. If Kawhi were to leave, it'd be like the 5th time that a superstar were to go play with some better players. LeBron finagled AD to the Lakers.
Right.
Kawhi goes and they go and get Paul George. James Harden forces his way to the Brooklyn Nets. KD and Kyrie team up. I mean, I'm trying to, that's just all that happened within the last couple of years.
I'm telling you. I'm not saying that he cannot make the move. We're diminishing his skills as a player. I am telling you, it is the same way how we look down upon every one of those moves. His move will be looked down upon. That is the point I am making.
On the way, he'll be looked down upon if he don't win the championship. On the way, we looking down at LeBron. If LeBron never won in Miami, if LeBron didn't win in Cleveland, if LeBron didn't win in LA.
Hey, you're gonna get the
That's
same.
the only way we looking down on them.
You're gonna hear the same argument.
If KD didn't win in Golden State, we looking down on him. How they trying to look down on him? That because they didn't
wait. No, that's not even because the reason why people were so excited for KD to go to Brooklyn, it was because before the Harden trade. We wanted to see if KD could win without being considered a superstar team. So let's not make the assumption that the reason now we're giving KD his props was because of Golden State. Nobody ever questioned his skills. We wanted to see could he do it without being on the super team. That is the difference. The difference between me and you, Keenan, is that you think that Toronto would have beat Golden State if they were healthy. That is blasphemous.
Oh, is it?
That is
blasphemous. Never know what could happen. Never know what could happen.
There's not
but
your boys should have been healthy. Don't make no
you have to say a statement.
That's the point I'm making.
Don't make no excuses for them. They should have been.
You have to say a statement like, "You never know what could happen." Like we know
right there. It was an 80% chance that they would win.
It was the same 73 win team without KD. So what you saying?
Oh my goodness.
They wasn't playing GOAT James though. They was playing Kawhi.
That's crazy.
Same 73 win team.
That is crazy.
Man, 73 win team without
real
KD.
Quick, since we
win team didn't win the finals.
Since we went down this rabbit hole.
Same thing.
That team didn't win the finals though.
Let's get out this rabbit hole. We'll talk about Kawhi later. Predictions. I think the Clippers lose. I think the Phoenix Suns win 4-0. Keenan.
Dang.
I don't think Kawhi plays, so I think Phoenix wins 4-0. Keenan.
Yeah, with no Kawhi, I said Phoenix probably 5 or 6 with no Kawhi.
Keys.
I think the series will end at 5.
Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix wins at 5.
All right, we got all Suns right here, man. The land of the golden sun. Let's hop over to the Eastern Conference. Game 1 is on right now. The Bucks are up 45-41. Predictions. I think the Hawks are gonna win. Everybody's talking about the Bucks are too big, and it's showing a little, but Brook Lopez is not as consistent. You know, he can have games where he's brick squad. So, and they're talking about like he's the key. Just whatever. If DeAndre Hunter was playing, I would be more confident. I think the Hawks are on the road though. Hawks in 7. Keenan, what you think?
Milwaukee in 6.
Case?
I think on paper you would take the better team as the Bucks, but I also think that the Bucks are also in a position where they have all the pressure on them. Atlanta literally has the opportunity to play free, not just.
It cut out, Keith. Keith. It cut out. It sounded like he was saying some real important stuff. Hawks and 6. Oh, that's how you come back from the pause. Hawks and 6.
Hawks and 6.
Like
I said, they're playing freely. Like you have no pressure to play. You literally go out there and you just play basketball. Nobody expects you to be here, outside of probably people in Atlanta. But yeah, Hawks and 6.
Nah, so this is definitely a surprise. You know, as you can recall in the previous episode, I was saying Knicks and 6. That was completely ridiculous. But, oh, man, the Hawks are hooping. Hawks take the lead 46-45. Kevin the Hitman Herter with a 3. This team is good. Like, they're pretty deep. Like, and great surprise. You know, the 76ers will get to Ben in a second. Embiid, he hooped. Embiid was hooping. The other guy who made $33 million came and showed up. Maybe they would be in the Eastern Conference Finals. But, you know, kudos to the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are doing, like, Trae Young is putting on a show. I think he has the best floater in the game. And I'm gonna put some respect on his name right here. You got Steph Curry. You got Damian Lillard. And then you have Luka and Trey. Then you have Luka and Trey, and then you have Kyrie. I think both of them have surpassed Kyrie Irving in terms of being a complete point guard. They're both a top 5 in assists, and they're both 25 points or more. You know, Luka averaged 28. I think Trey averaged like 26, 27. These young guys, you know, I think if a player is just better, it's okay to say that player is better. You know, some people want to say, oh, he hasn't put in enough time to be good enough yet. Who cares, man? These guys are hooping. Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Luka, DeAndre Ayton. I'm sure I'm missing Ja Morant. All these young guys are hooping. They deserve to be considered amongst the best in their positions, you know? That's why I got to roll with the Hawks, man. Hawks in 7. Keenan, if the Bucks lose, is it like, will they ever have a real chance again? If they don't pull it through this time.
I feel like if they lose, they're going to blow their team up because it's like, this is their best opportunity. This is their best opportunity to win right now. I'm not a fan of Boomhouse. I've never been a fan of his. It's like he don't really make adjustments that much. He make a few, but it's like he a 2K guy or something. Like, I'm not a big fan of Boomhouse. He has to go. I feel like if they had a better coach, I'd be more confident. But if they lose, they blowing their team up. I think they're blowing their team up, without a doubt.
Keith, Giannis had 30, I think, in every game except one against the Nets. Has he earned some respect from you? Has he climbed your ladder? What are your thoughts on Giannis right now?
This is my thoughts. In today's game, I feel like your best player has to be able to shoot. However, I think Giannis is the first exception to my rule because he scores so well in the paint. He is so freakishly gifted in fast break opportunities, even now in the half court opportunities, where he does not have to shoot to be able to get you points. But I do think he would need a very strong two. In terms of respect, yes, he has my respect. But I think in terms of him taking his next step around the NBA with LeBron out, KD out, and then now even the teams that are left not really having dominant defensive bigs, this is his time that he has to, I'm not going to say have to average 35 for them to win, but in terms of he has the ability to average 35 at will with how well he is able to finish at the rim. And I think the key to his game even more, if he's not going to develop a true jump shot, if he's able to average 75 to 80% from the free throw line, I think he will be able to, I guess you could say, I can exclude my rule.
And I think he's cut out again.
What was the last part you heard?
There you go. Shooting
exclusion of your rule. Yeah.
Free throw line.
He shoots so his biggest thing is to be able to shoot consistently from the free throw line. Because you're not gonna be able to I guess you could say hack a Giannis or whatever you want to call it, but if he's able to shoot 75 to 80% from the free throw line, I mean his points are probably just gonna go up.
Right.
So I got Hawks in 7. Keenan, you said Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6.
You said Hawks in 6.
Yeah, I did.
You think the Hawks are going to the finals, Keith? Say it. Hawks ball.
No, I'm not saying it.
Hawks ball, man. You gotta say
that.
You gotta say true to 11.
This is their best chance while being a young team to be able to go. You don't get this one, you might not get another opportunity 3 or 4.
All right. So the Hawks are only in this position because the 76ers couldn't put them away. Couldn't finish them off. And there's one main point as to why the 76ers were not as successful as they wanted to be. And that is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, the player who just recorded the worst free throw percentage in NBA playoff history. Worse than Shaq, worse than DeAndre Jordan, worse than Dwight Howard. A guard just put up the worst free throw percentage in NBA playoff history. He's taken 0 shots in the fourth quarter in like the last 5 games. He produced nothing. Trae Young still got his points, so his defense wasn't as steady as it was all season. Is it time for the 76ers to move on from Ben Simmons? Whoever wants to go first.
It's this simple. Yes, and yes, but not for the reason you think. I don't think Ben Simmons I don't think we should write Ben Simmons off completely yet. I do think we have to take the notion that Ben Simmons he cannot play with a dominant big. Meaning and for him to be successful, you to get him other wing stars or another guard star, not a big star. Because the issue that they've always had was spacing. And B draws double teams. Him slashing or him standing in a corner after a swing is a defensive win on a possession. So, in my opinion, there's no excuse for not me. If you, excuse me, if you're in the NBA, you have no excuse, in my opinion, to be shooting as poorly as you do from the free throw line. Y'all are professional athletes. You should not be allowed to do a hack to a person that has dedicated and invested time into their craft, into their work. He is robbing the Sixers as of now, financially. To answer your question, yes, you're going to keep Embiid, but Ben and Embiid will not work once it comes time for playoff time. He has lost it mentally. It is in his head. He doesn't want the ball. He is the first person that we consider possibly a star where you got to take out the game in crunch time. Like, let that resonate in your head. He might be the first star as a guard that you'd be like, he got to come off the court. He got to come off the court. And if that's the case, he's not what we thought he was. It's that simple.
Would a Ben Simmons for Zach LaVine trade make sense?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
It would make sense.
Nice.
Does it make sense for the Bulls? I'm
Bulls,
just gonna throw some names out there. So just give me for the Bulls. You think so?
They would want to keep LaVine, but that would be nice for Philly.
What about for the Bulls? You think they would?
I don't know if you want to get rid of LaVine unless you know for a fact he's leaving you in free agency.
CJ McCollum for Ben Simmons.
No.
I honestly think that will work for Portland.
Why would it work for Portland?
Because what Ben Simmons need, bro, he need a real guy in there. Hey, bro, shoot the ball, lay the ball up. He needs somebody that will threaten Ben Simmons to play ball. All Ben Simmons got to do is play ball. They too nice to Ben, bro. You ain't no way I'm 16 passing up a layup on the munchkin on me, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ben Simmons in his head, he needs someone that's pushing him. Tell him, Ben, shoot the ball. Ben, go up with this. Stop passing the ball, Ben. Get to the rack, Ben. Ben is not a point guard. He has the ability. Ben need to be playing the 4. If you put Ben at the 4 with Dame at the 1, that will work. I'm telling you that will work. Portland got guys that will make Ben go up for layups. His confidence is gone. Sometimes you just need to change your scenery. Portland will make sense. CJ McCollum, it will make sense. McCollum hasn't been doing anything anyway since his back injury.
McCollum would be a perfect fit for the Sixers.
I do agree that Damian Lillard and TJ McCollum is just not enough. That they're going to have to blow it up. They're just not enough to be able to get them over the hump in the West. Completely should agree. But you also think about it. Do you really think Ben Simmons is a step up for the Portland in the West?
Yes. We not playing being at the 1 in Portland with Dame. That's what you got to understand. They got him playing the 1 in the East. If you put Ben at the 4 or at a 4 position, because it's true to no 3 or 4 no more. It's just at the 4 position. Ben would play ball because you have Dame out there. Powell can knock down shots. You can play small ball too. Covington can knock down the shot.
And Ben can play the small ball center.
Right. So why wouldn't that work? It wouldn't be nothing but what Draymond doing in Golden State, but with a better ball handler and a better playmaker. That's all it will be. If you don't believe that guy, I don't know, man. You just, Ben Simmons just hurt your feelings this past playoffs.
He didn't make it a good look for lefties, but
for CJ though, think about it. CJ has taken a step back this past playoff. CJ didn't show up. If you put Ben at the 4, you'll get another shooting guard that can shoot. With Dame out there standing out there,
you could run Dame, Powell, Covington, Ben, and whoever's at the 5.
Yeah, or like he said, Ben can play
Ben be
small
the
ball
five,
something, and
yeah.
you put Anthony Simmons in there.
Carmelo still.
Melo's still there. That
You
will work.
run Dame, Powell, Covington, Carmelo, and Ben.
That will work. That will work.
And he offers more versatility than what CJ. He's just a 6'2", 6'3" shooting guard. He just can
Right.
score. He's not
Who
defending.
hasn't been scoring? He hasn't been scoring.
Right before he got hurt, he was averaging like 27, but he got hurt.
He's still talking about spine. So hey, it'll work. That would make perfect sense. That's good. That's a good call, though.
Perfect sense for both teams because
It
CJ
really would.
he fit in perfectly with CJ Tobias and Joel. That's exactly what Joel needs. He just needs more shooters around him.
Right. And CJ can get his own shot too. That would work. That would be the perfect trade.
Straight up.
Straight up, yeah.
Yeah, Elton Brand, give my guy Logan a call, man. He got you.
Shoot, Portland needs to be listening too.
Portland, hey, whoever running the Portland show, give him a call.
They looking for a
their
head coach
gonna
right
be.
now, so I think after they finish this head coach search, we might be able to get something cracking.
Send them an email, a DM, and a tweet.
You know they don't answer emails.
Hey, we got some exciting basketball left, but let's jump into some football. Got some football, baby. We're gonna do
Yes, sir.
every week. Well, every show, we're gonna give y'all a different division prediction. This week's division is the NFC West. The San Francisco 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks, the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams,
Arizona Cardinals.
and the Arizona Cardinals.
I got you.
There we go. First things first. Who's the best quarterback in the division? Russell Wilson?
Yes.
All right, who's second?
That's
Who's
not
second?
a Matthew
Who's second?
Stafford.
Stafford. All right, who's third? Kyler?
Yeah.
Jimmy G. Nah, I'm playing.
Kyler.
I'm playing.
All right.
We don't know the 49ers QB situation.
It's probably going to be Jimmy G starting off.
Jimmy G's going to start.
Okay.
Best running back in the division. Let's think. We got Chase Edmonds for the Cardinals. We got who's the starter for the 49ers? They got Raheem Mostert. Mostert. Let's see. The Seahawks, they got Chris Carson, I think.
Still.
Mm-hmm. And the Rams got Cam Akers.
Running back's kind of weak in the division.
Chris Carson is the best bet at all of them to me.
Let's see. Make sure he's still on the Seahawks.
I believe he is.
He resigned.
Yeah, he resigned.
Yeah,
2 years.
so, yeah, Chris Carson is the best bet.
All right. Chris Carson, then probably Cam Akers or Mostert. Really, Mostert, Akers, and Edmonds, they really are pretty interchangeable right now. Best wide receiver in the division, probably
Hopkins.
D-Hop.
Yeah,
who's second?
Metcalf.
Who's second?
Metcalf.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not about to say Robert Woods or Cup over Metcalf, are you?
Nah.
No, I was thinking I like Lockett.
I had to think for a second.
All the way around.
Nah, Metcalf better than Lockett.
That's not a bad one.
Metcalf bigger than Lockett.
That's all it is, man. He's
just
fast. So we're gonna go Hop, Metcalf. They're who? Lockett or Woods or Cup?
Lockett.
I think it would go Lockett before the other two.
Cup out there.
So Hop, Metcalf, Lockett. Who's next?
Cup,
Woods, Brandon Ayuk. What's wrong? Hey man, this division, The last team to come out of this division for the Super Bowl, San Francisco 49ers. They'll be returning, and they had an injury-ravaged season last year. Everybody got hurt. The whole team got hurt.
They
Everybody
still
got
getting hurt. They still getting hurt.
I want you guys. Who do you guys? 17-game season. 17-game season. Who do you think is going to win the division?
You want to go first, Kenny, or want me to go?
It will be between Seattle and Arizona still. Rams gonna still make a little case, but I'm gonna go Seattle until Arizona beat them. I'm gonna go Seattle.
Keith.
In terms of winning division, I think the Rams will win the division. Their quarterback, their run game will improve. I mean, they've seen what Cam Akers can now do. You also have the best corner in the game. You have the best lineman in the game. The best defensive player in the league. We don't have to say lineman, but I think with the addition of Matthew Stafford replacing Jared Goff, it adds it gives a great play caller more variety to do what he chooses to do. I think he might have been holding back because he might not have trusted Jared Goff to a certain point. But I don't think he will get away from his, set up the play action style offense either. But I do think that Matthew Stafford, with the addition of Matthew Stafford, they're probably going to win the division. It's a good chance.
You don't like the moves Arizona been making?
But I don't think Arizona's issues are a roster issues. I don't really think I trust Cliff as a coach.
Yeah, me either, offensively.
Right. Don't get me wrong. They made some good strides in terms of Arizona, but I think soon we're going to have to ask the question, we have the pieces, do we have the coach? Because a lot of people question the decision to hire him in the first place coming from Texas Tech. He had a really good, I guess you could say really had a really good quarterback, but people always want to know how was he able to jump the ranks of college to go to the NFL without necessarily having a great win-loss percentage as a college head coach. So I think my decision for not picking Arizona would be, it's not the pieces or the roster. It'd be come down to the X's, O's, and coaching.
I'll just speak it.
I agree with you, Keith. I think the Los Angeles Rams will win the division. Matthew Stafford, he's going to get a shine this year. He's going to get some recognition this year.
He's due for it.
Yeah, this is the best team he's ever been a part of on paper. And, you got Kupp, you got Woods, but specifically on defense, you got Donald and Ramsey. You give me those two guys, I'm pretty confident that we can build a defense around them. Real quick, I want to go through everybody's schedule. I'm going to do this every show. I'm going to go through everybody. I'm writing it down right quick because I got to pull it up. 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, and the Cardinals. I always forget the Cardinals.
This is going to be the most entertaining division in terms of competition from top to bottom.
Think so?
The next closest. Let me rephrase it. In terms of contenders, I think the NFC West.
I think they get 3 in the playoffs again.
It's a good chance.
7 teams, yeah.
I think they get 3 in this year.
I think it's a good chance. But I will not – all people are ruling out the 49ers.
I'm not ruling them out.
I really think depends – when Shanahan has had Garoppolo, and Garoppolo has been smart enough to be healthy, they have been good.
Let's see.
Injury.
Let's see what you think about the 49ers. 49ers, I'm going to say their opponent. You just say win or loss.
Got it.
Lions.
Win.
Eagles.
Is that home?
Let me see.
Eagles. I'm gonna say win.
If it's away, I'm saying loss.
Lincoln Financial, where is that? That's Philly.
I believe that's Philly.
Ford Field is Detroit.
Lincoln Financial is in Philly.
Yeah, so they got 2 away games to start off. So they away at Detroit,
That's a win.
away at Philly.
That's
Win.
I guess I gotta be the tiebreaker. I think they will lose to the Eagles. So
Okay.
All right, so we're saying that what?
yeah,
One and-
so home against the Packers. I'm gonna go win because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be playing.
Rogers got their win.
a win.
Home against the Seahawks.
Loss.
Loss.
Away against the Cardinals.
Loss.
Win.
I think they lose.
All right.
Home against the Colts. I think they win.
I'll say loss.
I think that's a loss too.
Away against the Bears.
Win.
Yeah, that's gonna be a win.
Away against the Bears. Home against the Cardinals.
That's a win. That's a win.
Win. They gonna split with the Cardinals.
Home against the Rams.
Win.
Home.
I think they split with the Rams too. So
Yeah, you could say you could just split it.
Away against the Jaguars.
That's goodness. Away. West Coast team coming to the East Coast for a 1:00 game. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they beat the Jaguars.
yeah, they'll beat the Jags.
It's not a long limb you're going off on.
No, I don't trust West Coast teams coming east.
Home against the Vikings.
This mid-season loss.
I think they win.
Dalvin Cook gonna be open road.
Peace. All right. Away against the Seahawks.
Win.
Away.
They'll win on the road.
Loss.
Loss. I think they'll lose too. Let's see. Away against the Bengals.
Win.
I'll take a win.
All right. Home against the Falcons.
Win.
That's disrespectful.
I think they win too.
Only thing that stayed the last time I seen him play was Julio. He ain't there no more.
Away against the Titans.
Loss.
Loss.
Home against the Texans.
Win.
Away against the Rams.
That'd be the split.
All right, that's the last one. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Think they go 10-7.
I can see it. It's gonna be a competitive division, so I can see it.
Cardinals.
Wait. Before you start the Cardinals, whenever you get to the 49ers, do the split. Just start with the split with them so we don't have to change it.
Right.
I don't remember the split. I don't have it. I just had the wins and losses written down.
Well, they're gonna split with the 49ers. So
All right, so just go ahead and put 1-1, and then don't say that team.
What? So don't do any division games against the 49ers.
Yes, correct.
All right. I'm so confused. Away
we
against the
got you.
Titans.
It's okay. Away against the Titans first game.
Yeah.
Lost.
Loss.
Home against the Vikings.
Win.
Win.
Away against the Jaguars.
Win.
That's a W.
Away against the Rams.
Loss.
Loss.
at Rams. Let me write that down. Yeah. Home against the 49ers. Let me see what we said. Let me see what we said.
You just get them a dub right there. You just give them a dub.
Let's see. In week 4, you said the 49ers would lose to the Seahawks. Versus Seahawks.
It's the Cardinals we doing.
No, I had to go back.
Oh, okay.
And then Cardinals at home, you said they would beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
At era. Then 49ers at home, you said they would, then lose to the Colts, beat the Bears, beat the Cardinals. Sorry that I'm backtracking so much. Beat the Rams.
The Cardinals have the Browns for the evening game.
Beat the Rams.
The evening game, Keys.
You said what?
Jaguars.
I think they got the game of the week against the Browns.
Oh.
You know, Fox do their little game of the week, the second game. Yeah, yep. they got the Browns on Fox for the game of the week.
That's gonna be an interesting debate.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game.
Titans, Texans.
I'm praying for a Cardinal win though.
All right, cool. So now we're back on track. Let's go back to Arizona. Let's get through this. All right, so week 4, you said loss at Rams.
Yep.
Week 5, we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A win for Arizona.
Yep.
Versus the 49ers. Cardinals at Browns.
Win.
Loss. Cardinals home against the Texans.
Win.
Home against the Packers.
Win. No, Aaron Rodgers win.
Away at the 49ers. Loss. Then we got home against the Panthers.
Win.
Yeah.
I think this one.
Yeah.
Away at the Seahawks.
Loss.
Away at Bears.
Loss.
Okay, yeah.
Home against the Rams.
Win.
I'll take that.
Away at the Lions.
Win.
We have no respect for some teams.
Home against the Colts.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. I think they lose.
I think they win.
That's a Saturday game too. Christmas.
Away at the Cowboys.
Win.
Oh, that's a loss.
That's a loss too.
I win.
And then home against the Seahawks.
Loss.
I agree with that.
All right, so then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 8 Cardinals.
This sounds about right.
Let's go to the Rams. We got home against the Bears.
Win.
What we're doing?
The Rams.
Win.
Okay. Win.
Sunday night game.
Away against the Colts.
Loss.
I think it's a win.
It's a win.
Home against the Bucks.
You said
loss.
Home against the Bucks.
Home against the Bucks. I'm gonna say loss.
Home against the Cardinals. You said they win. Win versus Arizona. Rams at Seahawks.
Rams,
Loss.
Seahawks will be a win.
I think it's a loss.
I think the Rams sweep the Seahawks.
Nah.
I think it's a loss. Rams at Giants.
Win.
Rams home against the Lions.
W.
Win. I don't think the Lions gonna win the game.
Away against the Texans.
Win.
Home against the Titans.
Loss. I think they lose.
I think they win. Keith?
Loss.
All right. Away at the 49ers, we said home loss. Away at the Packers.
Bro,
They might lose though.
Somebody gotta lose to the Packers.
They might
think they
lose
win.
them. It's late November, so they might lose them.
Is that in Green Bay?
Yeah, away at Packers.
That's a loss.
All right.
Yeah, it's at Green Bay.
Home
Late
against
November.
home against the Jaguars.
W's.
Win.
Away at the Cardinals. Said losses. Loss at Rams. Win versus Rams. Yeah, so I'm switching. Week 4, they play home. So this time they're away. Yeah, so you said the Cardinals win. Loss at Arrow.
Yeah.
Rams home against the Seahawks.
Win.
Yeah. Win versus
Win.
Rams away at Vikings.
Rams away at Vikings. Win.
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 All right. Rams away at Ravens.
Ooh. Rams away. Best pass rusher. No.
Loss.
I'm
I
gonna
think
go.
they
I
win.
think the Rams win.
I think they win.
I think the Rams win.
And then Rams home at the 49ers. We said that they win. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Am I here? Yes, I'm here.
11 and 6. 11 and 6 for the Rams.
Wow.
Seahawks, let's get through this pretty quickly, man. We got at Colts.
Loss. Keenan,
You the tiebreaker.
just leave it and keep going.
For which game?
At Colts.
Oh, they're gonna
Beating
win.
Seattle. So win? I think it's a win
Y'all
too.
froze. I don't know.
I think it's a win. Home against the Titans.
Home against the Titans will
I think
be.
they lose.
I think they lose.
Yeah, you can go loss. Y'all both see it.
Away at Vikings.
Loss.
Win.
Win.
At 49ers. So we said no. Yeah, so we said at 49ers, we said they win. Home against the Rams. Said they win that too.
You said what?
I'm just going through this division game.
No, they lose.
Week 6, they got away at Steelers.
They beat the Steelers.
Yeah, I think they beat the Steelers. W.
Loss.
Big W.
Child, please.
Home against the Saints.
Yeah, okay.
Home against the Saints.
They'll beat the Saints.
I think they beat the Saints too.
Yeah, that'd be the same.
Home against the Jaguars.
Win.
Same.
Win.
Away at Packers. November 14th.
Loss.
Win.
Win.
Packers suck. Home against the Cardinals, we said they win that. At Washington,
Win.
I think they lose that one.
Yeah, that's a loss.
No, they don't win.
Home against the 49ers. Should they beat that one too? Then we said at Texans.
That's a win.
Yep. At Rams, we said the Rams beat Seattle. And then we got Seahawks home against the Bears.
Seahawks home.
Win.
That's a win.
Home against the Lions.
W's.
Win.
And then we said the Cardinals would lose. So did you want the did the Cardinals split or did the Cardinals lose both games to the Seahawks?
I think they lose both.
I agree.
Same. Okay, cool. So we got the W down here at Arizona. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shit. Seahawks finishing 14-3.
Well,
so in this one, we have the Seahawks finishing first in the division, and we have the Rams finishing second. The 49ers finishing third, and the Cardinals finishing fourth. All teams finishing with an above 500 record.
I can see it.
That's the Field of Burn predictions for the NFC West. We predict that the Seattle Seahawks will finish 14-3 and make the
13-4.
playoffs. The Steelers stink. 14-3 Seahawks prediction, and they will win the NFC West. On a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 100, right quick, what is the Seahawks percentage to win a Super Bowl?
12.
48.
Dang.
Hey, Keenan didn't go to school for math, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
I did, though.
I think
You think 48?
48%, that's half. They have a 0.5%.
They got the second best quarterback in the NFC.
Hey, man, I think the Seahawks have a 10% chance, 9% chance. That's good for me. Hey, let's feel the burn. We talked about it a lot. We got the Hawks. We got the Bucks. We got the Phoenix Suns. We got the Clippers. And we have the Seattle Seahawks taking it home in the NFC West. I am the man with the plan, the host who does the most. My name is Prudential Logan. I'm Prudential Logan. You can find me on Twitter at Prudential_Logan and on Instagram at Prudential.Logan Keys. I seen your face on Twitter at @just_Keys_ and on Instagram at Keys. 2 U's, 2 I's, and 2 S's.
Hey, man.
You made it real simple for us, man. Big_K64 is 2 G's. Big_K64. Keys, I seen your face, man, but it's okay.
I was like, ooh, I gotta
You can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at Feel the Burn Podcast. Excuse me, at Feel the Burn Pod. And you can find us on YouTube at Feel the Burn Podcast. Hey, fellas, great episode. Great episode. We had a great episode. You guys stay tuned. Make sure you follow and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in. That was Feel the Burn. Thank you.